Hi, guys, and welcome to a brand new episode of the Sit Down with Suzanne podcast. I am your fabulous host, Positively Suzanne, and welcome to the show. This podcast was created with you in mind. Each episode is crafted with the goal of inspiring you to be the best version of yourself. So grab your beverage of choice, sit down and relax, and enjoy the show. I am so excited. I am recording the final episode of season four. Season four was interesting. I had some months that I didn't get an opportunity to record as much as I'd wanted to. But as I am wrapping up the final episode, I can't think of anything else to talk about. Well, I can't think of a lot of things to talk about, but I really want to talk about shining your light. So this one is just going to be simple. It's called Shine Your Light. There are going to be so many instances in life that people will try to dim your light. And this is what I'm going to tell you. Don't let them. I've said this before. My purpose on this earth is to help others find their light because I am a light and I know I'm a light and I shine my light. And for those that know that they're a light and they continue to shine their light in a positive way, kudos. But those that don't know that they're a light, or they know that are a light, they're afraid to shine their light, or their light's been dimmed by someone in their lives or circumstances or whatever it is. This one is for you. Continue to shine your light. Continue to be positive. Continue to be you. Oftentimes, I'll post and I'll get feedback from people, not within the post, but I'll run into them and they'll say how much it touched them, or they'll send me a direct message saying, you know, they needed it. It was important to them. And that truly does inspire me to move forward. I don't post as consistently as I could, or I want to, I should say, because there are times that, things get in the way. Sometimes I'm up late and, so I sleep in, or, I get up and I'm out of the house. And, I don't want social media to be the first thing that I draw for when I wake up. And I have it in my calendar, I have it in my schedule, and I set time aside. And I know that there are apps that you can pre-schedule. I know all that. But I genuinely like what I do with my social media. So I don't post as often as I should, but I post things that speak to me. I post things to inspire, to motivate, and to empower. And when somebody sees that I'm a light and they shout out, say, "Hey, your light helped me shine mine a little brighter." I love that. So I'm just going to tell you to shine your light. Don't worry if others don't see your light. Shine it anyway. Don't worry if you're feeling like your light is a little dimmed. Shine it anyway. Take care of you and your light will get brighter. I promise you. And don't worry about those who misunderstand your light, because I find that folks will try to destroy, criticize, and be negative towards the thing they don't understand. So if you're a beacon of positivity and light and somebody is not that, I promise you, they won't get it. They'll think that it's just not possible for someone to be that joyful. My favorite word, or my favorite phrase, I should say, is intentional joy. I'm intentional. I seek it out. I pour into it. I feed it. I nurture it. I cultivate it because I want to have joy consistently. And when you look at this world and everything that's going on, when you look at the news and you see what's going on, you could get discouraged. There's so much atrocity in this world, right? There's so much that is going on that folks are, they're losing hope. And we cannot lose hope. We cannot. So for those of us that are blessed to be a positive light, I think it's our duty to spread it. I think it's our duty to share our joy. I think it's our duty to put it out there because the people that are negative, they're not afraid of putting out their vile, vicious, negative things. So why should you be afraid to put out your positive vibes? It might not be received. I promise you that. What's funny is, so sometimes when I go on social media, and I talk about social media a lot because let's face it, we do utilize social media, and I utilize social media, and but I'm very cognizant of the way that I use it. But I'll go on social media sometimes, and I'll see a picture of a sunset, and you know, plenty of response. And one person will be like, "Oh, that's so beautiful," but then another person will say something like, "Yeah, but ever since I got in an accident and I can't see out of one eye, and the other one I can't see colors, I can't appreciate sunset." And then this other person was like, "Must be nice that you can appreciate sunset because I just got laid off." And like all these things, and all this person posted was a sunset. And I always find that funny because I'm thinking to myself, well, wow, like how unhappy do you have to be mad about a sunset? To be mad about things that honestly somebody saw, thought it was pretty, wanted to give joy. They didn't brag about it. They didn't say anything about, checking it out from top of the world at the Eiffel Tower. They just posted a sunset. But that brings up to me more than ever that we can't base everything that we have on others. We can't just wait from validation for others. We can't wait for others to approve of what we're doing because chances are, just like with the sunset, they're going to find something to complain. Okay? So shine your light. Shine bright, baby. Like this little light of mine. I'm going to let it shine. All right. I know my friend keeps telling me you're not a singer, so stop singing. So I'm not going to sing. But I just want to, I'm just so excited about life because I know how precious it is. I have a friend who recently lost her mother. I know someone who recently lost a loved one. This person had kids. Another person lost their mother. There's so many people that are losing their lives, you know, just from cancer, from everyday thing, from accident, like whatever it is. And we have this precious gift of life. And I refuse to let anybody snuff out my light because I think that if you go, like, life is hard enough, but if you go through it without any joy, without any light, it's going to be so dark and dang. And then I think that that's how people get more miserable and they lose hope because it's like the more you feed into something, the bigger it grows. So the more you feed into your negativity and the darkness, the bigger that grows. And guess what? Before you know it, you're gonna be a negative, pessimistic person. And trust me, you don't want that. So shine your light every day. Shine it for others. Like remind others that they're a light. Remind others that it's okay to shine their light. It's okay if others misunderstand you. It's okay if they don't see what you see. I've spoken about people seeing different version of me for whatever reason they want. They won't see who I see, but that's okay because I see what God sees. And actually, I don't even fully see what God sees because God sees greater in me than I see in myself. But I see great things in me also. But not everybody's going to see that. So I see myself as a speaker, and I am a speaker. and a fabulous one. But not everybody's going to see that. Not everybody's going to want to book me to speak at their event. I see myself as a fabulous MC. Not everyone's going to see that. Not everybody's going to want me to MC. I see myself as a facilitator. I see myself as a curator of fabulous events, tea parties, balls. Those are things that I do. Those are things that I excel at. But there's going to be folks that are not going to see that in me and will never see it. But that's okay. I don't spend my time trying to convince them and trying to force them to see me for who I am. I focus on the ones that truly see me. I focus on the one that see my light. We should spend more time invested in the people that see us. But quick sidebar, it's more important that you see yourself. Like see yourself, see yourself, see yourself, see yourself. But spend more time focused on the ones that see us. There is an episode or a movie that I watched. It's like a teenager. I can't remember if it was like a teenager. I can't remember what it's called. It was what Rebel Wilson. And she was a teenager and she did something and was in a coma for a very long time. But there is this particular scene, like so when she found out came out of the coma. I think it was like 16 years or something. She came out of the coma. She went back to high school, and there was a scene when her father said something to her. He said, like, "I love you," and or "You're beautiful," and she was like, "Yeah, but it doesn't count because you're my dad." And he said, "No, it does count. It counts more because you should really want to hear it more from me than from strangers that don't care about you." So we place a lot of emphasis on what, strangers on the internet think about us, right? More than we place on the people that are in our immediate lives, like our kids, our spouses, our true friends, our family members, like people that are in your immediate circle and you care about them. Like, they say to you, you're beautiful, you're kind, you're smart, all of this. And you're like, thank you, but that doesn't really count because you know me, you love me, you have to say that. No, they don't have to say that. It is nice that they say that. I think it's lovely that they say that. But if my child tells me something, like my child says, like, "Mommy, you're beautiful," it means so much to me. And they do all the time. Um, you know, I won't say, "Well, it doesn't count because you're my daughter." Like, what am I teaching them for me to say that? So if somebody somebody in your life says to you, "You are a light," don't tell them, "Well, it doesn't count because you know me," or "you have to say that." They don't have to say that. They're telling you that you are a light. So believe them and stop seeking the external validation from others. There's a lot going on in this world, and you have to take care of yourself and you have to take care of others. And you can't do that effective if you're always focused on what others are going to think of you, especially if you're a light. And I believe that you're a light. If you're a light, you can't just always be worried about other people not seeing you. I'm telling you, you have to see yourself. Whenever I get turned down for something, I think about it. I'm like, wow, like they didn't see me the way I saw myself. And that's okay. Like I choose to believe that like it happened for a reason. If they share feedback, why? And it's something that I could change. But let's say, for instance, like people genuinely just don't like you or they don't react to you. And that's okay. Like not everybody is your people. And that's okay. There are over 8 billion people in the world. Trust me, your people exist. And if they don't like you and appreciate you and tell you what a light you are, it's okay to find your own people. Because imagine being somewhere where you're not appreciated or valued. And a lot of people are in those places, and a lot of people stay in those places, right? So if you're in a place where they don't believe that you're a light, why are you there? If you're in a place where they are trying to dim your light, why are you there? If they're in a place where they're telling you to dim your light, they want to crush your light, why are you there? You have to shine your light. Whenever I walk into a room, I my light is comes from within, and it shows. There are folks that react positively to that. There are folks that react, and I will say the majority of times most people are receptive, because I walk in genuine love, and I'm cheering for folks and just genuinely happy to see other people win. And I people react to that. People really sense when you're genuine. But it's not all the time. There are one or two times, I walk into a room and I can see a reaction from others, and it's not a positive reaction because they've already prejudged me without knowing me. They just see me, they form an opinion, and that's it. So, what do? I don't try to convince them. I don't change who I am. I don't react negatively. I continue to be me. I continue to connect with the people that see my light. And, by the end, sometimes they come around and sometimes they don't. But I don't allow it to shift and change me. And I was having a conversation recently with someone, and I said, don't allow someone else's behavior to change you, especially to someone that you don't like or someone that it's going to be in negative. So if you see someone, doing good and you're influenced and you're encouraged and inspired to also do good, that's great. But if somebody is consistently negative and all of that, and you're like, you know what? This person is getting ahead, even though they are this certain way. I encourage you, don't change your way to be like that person just because you're like, what is good? What is being good ever done for me? Right? Or you're in a room and somebody comes in and your entire body shifts. Now, I've seen that. I've seen that with people. Somebody they don't like walks in, and the funny thing is, they don't even know why they don't like that person. I think it's, this is not my saying, but I'll say that person's angels spirit irritates their demons. So whenever they see someone walk in and is a light, they get irritated, they get upset, they get angry. I think that's more for a reason to shine, baby. Let's hope that that shine either rubs the devil out of them, or then they get out of the room. They get that devil out of the room. Do not allow darkness to win. There is enough darkness in the world. Look at the news. From atrocities to wars to genocides to terrorism to, natural disasters to man-made disasters to politics to gun violence to, ah, my goodness, so many things. That's why all the lights of the world needs to stand up. We cannot allow darkness to overtake it. So shine your light, baby. Shine, 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 shine bright. And don't let anyone tell you that you're not a light. Don't let anyone tell you to stop shining. Don't let anyone prevent you from shining. Because let me tell you something. A person who consistently shine their light and helps others shine their light, they're more needed in this world. This year, as I mentioned, has been interesting. You know, I have, well, not 2024 per se, more 2023 rounding into 2024. Several things have been revealed to me in terms of, like people's character. So listen to your instinct. Listen to your instinct. And the people around you that silently, that are silent when you're winning, should they be around you? They're a light blocker. Do not allow any light blockers around you. Do not allow any light killers around you. Do not allow any light dimmers around you. So people that are around you that don't cheer for you when you're winning, they're a light blocker. They're a light dimmer. People that are around you that talk about other people, they're a light dimmer. People that are around you that are never happy when somebody else is winning, they're a light dimmer. People that are around you that never have anything positive to say, they're a light dimmer. People that are around you that is always negative, they never find a reason to be joyful, they're a light blocker. Why do you want them around you? I don't know if when you were a kid and if you ever had siblings or friends or cousin or whoever, and you're in a room and like you have light and but then they shut the light off and then all of a sudden you're in complete darkness. It's like, whoa, and it's instant. Like, imagine living in that world of complete darkness, that there is no light. That's how I feel around negative people. There is no light radiating from them. And I don't want those people around me because what's going to happen? One day, I might be like them. I'm not. But it could happen though. If you get enough of one thing, you could turn into that thing. So if you get enough love, light, positivity, and all of that, you could turn into that positive being. You are so worthy. You are enough. You absolutely deserve to occupy any space. And anyone that makes you question whether you deserve to be there does not deserve to be in your space. And then they don't deserve you. Not everybody deserves you. And I think, we learn to try to be everything for everyone. And we can't. We absolutely cannot be everything for everyone. Because if we are everything for everyone, we are nothing for ourselves. And for those of you that have flown before, and I know this is an overused phrase, they tell you in case of an emergency and you land, put on your oxygen mask first. And you know why? Because if you don't save yourself, you can't save anybody else. So something happens, you take care of everyone around you. You can't take care of you. Take care of you, and you'll be strong enough to take care of those around you. It is not selfish. It is not selfish to feed your light. It is not selfish to nurture and nourish your light. It is not selfish to shine your light. Because I promise you that there's so many that are inspired by your light. Even if they never tell you, people are inspired. And I truly believe that light attracts light. And there's so many people in my life that I find that they're light. And the funny thing is, and you know how people believe sometimes that there's not enough room for everybody to shine? That is absolutely not true. Because let me tell you something. When there's a bunch of lights standing next to each other, you know what you have? A well lit space. That's what you have. There's no one outshining the other. It's just a beautiful array of light. And if one starts to dim for whatever reason, whatever circumstances they're going through, the other lights help re energize them. So don't let anybody tell you that there's not enough light. There's not enough room for all the lights. That is a person that is operating from a scarcity mindset. Someone who doesn't believe there is enough. You need to operate from an abundance mindset, knowing that there is enough for us all, and that somebody else's journey is theirs and theirs alone, and your journey is yours, because there's going to be obstacles in your path, and there'll be obstacles in their path, and they're different. And you know what? Don't compare, because you're probably thinking, well, that's easy. And that person is thinking that's easier. But the truth is, they're all obstacles, and they're different obstacles for different people. So even though it might be easy to you, it is hard for them. It is almost impossible, but nothing is impossible through Christ. And they're looking at yours as like, I could do that, not recognizing how hard it is. But those are people that are operating from scarcity mentality, who doesn't believe that they're all the lights could shine together, who believes that somebody else's obstacles is less than, and they didn't face any obstacle. We can't have that. No scarcity mindset around here. In order to shine your light, in order to be a light, you cannot operate from a scarcity mindset perspective. You need to operate from a abundance mindset. So no matter what you do, I will encourage you today, operate from an abundance mindset. You are a light. Continue to shine your light. Continue to spread your light. Continue to be the light, and continue to help others who don't see their light. Give them a boost so that they can also shine their light. This is season 4, the end of season 4. I've enjoyed my time with you. Stay tuned for news about season 5. Please connect with me on any forum, because I'm happy to chat with you. So thank you for tuning in to the Sit Down with Suzanne podcast. We are available on all the directors: Apple's, Amazon, iHeart, Spotify, Pandora, and a plethora of others. Please make sure that you choose your app, you like, you subscribe, you share, you write a review. Show some love. Also, if you're so inclined, please buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com under Positively Susie. And until next time, this is Suzanne saying, not only are you a light, you deserve to shine.